Ladies and gentlemen!
We are back.
From Christmas break. Winter break.
This is the first day. It is Monday the 13th. This is our first episode recording back.
But we are not here alone.
We are not here alone. We are here with two good friends from Floor 5, Bryan and Frankie. Could you guys introduce you? Just give a quick, very quick, maybe just a brief introduction for yourselves.
Well,
Hey, I'm Bryan, I'm 18, and I'm ready to mingle.
Okay, putting yourself out there. I like it.
I'm Frankie, I'm 18, and I'm not originally from Nebraska.
Oh, Frankie, where are you from?
I'm from Plymouth, England.
What are some notable things about Plymouth?
Oh, pilgrims?
Yeah,
Of course.
You've heard of a guy called Sir Francis Drake?
I actually have. Where have I heard that?
From Nathan Drake, right?
No.
No, I heard it from
Not from Drake and Josh.
Uncharted.
Uncharted.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the first guy to sail around the world.
Oh, is he from
Okay.
Plymouth?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just sailed around the world and charted it, and
Huh.
Is there anything unique? Is Plymouth known for anything? Besides, I guess they could be known
Besides
for...
the pilgrims landing there.
that's wrong.
Incorrect.
It's known for being it's a big town, like 260,000 people.
Okay.
That's Lincoln. That's pretty much
Yeah.
Lincoln.
Yeah, pretty much
That's
Lincoln.
a good size.
It's known for it's known for a dockyard, which is home to a naval base, which has nuclear submarines.
Whoa! That escalated quickly.
Yeah,
Jeez.
it's known for that. It's known for being a bit scabby in places.
Ooh.
Oh, so like the...
thugs. and
Yeah,
gangs.
right.
No.
Wait, were you in a gang?
We are pathetic when it comes to that stuff.
Oh.
Whoa. Wait,
Like-
then what are you not pathetic at then?
Not pathetic at.
Well, what's
Like
a,
the
what's a
scabby.
very-
Like what's some illicit deeds that go down there?
more dangerous places? Like places
Yeah, well, I
you wouldn't
didn't
really
live in
wanna
one of
go,
the dangerous places, but it's not like you read about it in the local paper and you just laugh. Really,
Okay,
it's that
okay.
sort of.
Okay.
That's
Just
that- it's that sort of
those areas
crime.
are they're kind of getting into there's some trouble. That just
Yeah, but
happens every once in a while.
they do get in trouble,
Okay.
and sometimes bad things happen, but most of the time it's just what or ha.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, you've probably had a lot of questions asked about like when people hear that you're from England, do you get asked a load of questions?
Yeah, I say where I'm from, and nobody knows where I'm from. If you're not from London, nobody knows where you're from.
Right, but people know because you're like British. You get a lot.
Yeah, they
of,
can
you get
tell.
a lot of.
It's an obvious indicator.
Yeah, it's an obvious thing.
His eyes.
Yeah, it's his eyes. You can see it.
You can see it in my teeth. We
Yes.
have bad teeth.
Oh, is that a big?
It's a stereotype that British people have bad teeth.
Is it because of the tea?
No, it's just our teeth just don't grow properly.
Damn, bro.
But we just like every 13-year-old has braces.
Okay, interesting. Okay, what? Ben, let's each try to come up with a very, very pointed question towards a British person. I think I want to ask about the food. So we each get like one tourist question.
Okay.
To Frankie, and I think I want to ask about the food. What are some? Maybe I don't know if I want to ask about the differences or what are some of your favorite, like staple meals, back on the homeland.
On the other side of the pond.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like. You've heard of fish and chips, haven't you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I love them.
But there's this one shop in a small fishing village in Cornwall called Padstow, and it does it really good there.
Okay.
But the thing is that town, it's got a lot of tourists there. Like loads of people in London have second homes in that county, Cornwall.
Okay.
I've heard
Like,
of Cornwall.
I once met well, it was sort of by accident, but we once bumped into Mr. Gordon Ramsay on one of the beaches.
No.
Really?
way.
Yeah, he was walking his dog, and our dog came up to their dog. But we did like it was just like briefly for like
A passing moment?
a half a second, really.
Did you look
I didn't
up into his
realise until
eyes?
after. No, I just saw the side of his face, but that was it.
Dang.
But it was just It happened. That's it. Yeah.
Okay, fish and chips. Have you had fish and chips here? And
Yes,
compared
I
the
did.
two?
No, not in Nebraska. I would never have fish and chips in Nebraska.
Okay, no.
I did have it in Key West though, because we were there over
Okay,
Christmas,
right.
and that was actually a lot better than I thought it would be. I was
Still not
impressed.
as good though.
Well, of course, you're biased towards your
Right,
hometown,
okay.
but I was impressed.
That's good.
It's probably better because we use spices and actual condiments.
Oh, I have heard that.
What?
Apparently, British. It's a kind of a joke about.
Yeah, they don't use that many
Don't
condiments.
use like condiment. Don't use spices.
Huh.
Not
Well-
a lot of like flavor adding.
Well,
do you
that
think
may be
about
just
that?
a white people thing that we don't add to stuff.
Whoa! No, I'm just kidding.
It's just a Well, we have stuff like we have your standard salt and pepper.
Right.
We have something called brown sauce, which is something that you put with you eat it with an English breakfast sometimes, and you have it with meats like sausages and bacon.
Oh, isn't there something about there's like the English breakfast is more like
Brunch?
lunch or something? Aren't the kind of the roles reversed for
A bit
for
like
certain
that,
meals?
because omelets we have them as a lunch or light dinner. We never have them for breakfast.
What do you have for breakfast?
You have cereals, but you can also have just sausage, eggs, bacon, baked beans. Not your baked beans, different baked beans.
What's the difference?
We have tomato sauce in them instead of.
That'd be interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, you should try it when
Yeah,
you come
Because
Because
over.
in
like-
baked beans, there's.
Yeah,
am
we
I
also
wrong
have.
in saying there's ketchup? Maybe prepared.
Baked beans? I don't think so.
You just have to find them online.
Okay, I think that may be
And
the
And
recipe.
and sometimes people, and then there's the optional things. The optionals are grilled tomato, hash. No, we
Hash?
hash-
Whoa.
hash,
You smoke a bowl
hash
before you-
brown,
Hash
but
browns,
different
yeah.
hash browns. It's all like rather than it being. Oh, I'll just show you. Another option is mushrooms,
Yeah.
and the final option
I
is
like
something
mushrooms.
called black pudding.
Blood.
No, not blood. Black pudding.
But congealed blood. Isn't that
I don't
what
know
black
how it's
pudding is?
made. It's just called black pudding.
And what is
I was
it?
I had in Scotland. They have something similar to an English breakfast, but instead it's you have haggis with it.
I was just gonna say that. I was like, sheep stomach.
I loved it when I had that
Really?
because it was made by actual Scots.
Oh, okay.
I heard they like putting like beans on toast and stuff, right?
Yeah, that's another. It's a common thing that students have when they're at uni.
Ah.
Black pudding. All right, I just looked it up.
Yeah, it's fine.
Black pudding is a type of blood sausage originating in the United Kingdom and Ireland. It is made from pork blood with pork fat or beef
Yeah.
sweet or suet.
Wait, so you weren't kidding? It's actual blood?
No, yeah, it is. I knew that before. And a cereal, usually oatmeal, oat groats, or barley groats. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
that's
what those
proof,
are, but-
Brian. We do have stuff that's spicy, like English mustard. That is spicy, and that is hot. And so is I've never had it, but you've heard of Worcester sauce, haven't you?
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
the thing that everyone tries to get you to pronounce, but you can never pronounce.
yeah. It's used for like steak. I've seen it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you use it for
It's
beef
used-
as well.
It's not as good as A1 sauce. I don't think I've ever. I think I've
No,
had it.
and my dad has had he might be the only person who does it, but he likes putting Tabasco sauce on everything.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, there's definitely people. I've definitely met a lot of people who have like one thing that they'll put on everything, like one condiment that they'll just. It doesn't matter what it is. Like Garrett Schleep and.
Yeah, they better wash it out
mayonnaise.
though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, is it one more tourist question? How common is the consumption of tea?
We drink it like coffee, really. It's our
A
coffee.
morning thing?
Any time of the day,
Any
really.
time of the day? Because tea isn't as caffeinated.
No,
It's coffee.
It
no,
is
coffee is
caffeinated.
stronger.
Yeah.
But you can get different. I think you can get
Different
different
types.
strengths of tea. Because
Okay.
the
Oh,
tea
yeah, yeah.
here is really weak. Lipton is pathetic.
Oh, Lipton isn't even like a.
Yeah. I wouldn't even know. If you told me Lipton was caffeinated, I'd be like, meh, meh.
Or even like the tea taste, like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
Yeah.
at all.
And most people in the you can consider it a criminal offence to put too much milk in the tea. If it looks white, then you have failed the
You've done
British
it
citizenship
yeah.
test. You have to put but it's just you might as well just be drinking water
Yeah,
or
okay.
milk.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
the tea over there is way better.
Yeah.
if
Have you
it-
been there?
Yeah,
Yeah, I remember when he went on the school trip.
I had
I think
like, even the like little pre-packaged ones that they had cheap was still pretty good
Yeah.
compared to like all the tea over
Did
here.
you have any other foods there that
Oh, I had a
notable?
whole load of croissants. They're amazing
solid?
over there.
I don't think I
Yeah,
had
yeah,
like
we
a
do
real
croissants
like
right.
a real croissant.
Because
Real croissants.
yeah,
What do
because
you put on croissants?
you can put jam, you put butter on it,
Okay.
or you could just eat it plain, or you could get a pan au chocolat, which is
Whoa.
Ooh.
well, okay, it's like a croissant, but the pastry is
Oh, I
all
like
layered and laminated, and there are 2 strips of chocolate you get.
In the
Yeah, you
squeezed?
you get an icing thing, and you
You do it yourself.
You fill it. Well, you don't do it yourself, but that's how it's made. You buy them. You gotta come across. You gotta come across and just explore
Right,
the
right.
culture.
Maybe I'll have to.
Yeah, maybe you will.
Oh, God.
Also, the crepes are pretty good too.
Yeah.
Crepes are
I
like
don't think I've ever had one.
large flat pancakes, correct?
Yeah. Well, that's what we have on Shrove Tuesday. That's our version of pancakes. We don't
Is
have
it?
them raised and stuff. We call those American pancakes. 'Cause that's what
Oh,
you guys have.
Interesting.
Let me tell you about the
Which one do
best.
you like more? American
Whoa.
pancakes or crepes?
Yeah, but in France, they just freaking love Nutella there. And Italy.
Yeah.
So they just smother them with Nutella, strawberries and berries and stuff. Or you can just be boring and put sugar and lemon on it.
Mm.
Let me tell you about the best crepe I had over there. That was in London, not in
Story
France.
time.
I went into the shop all by myself because I abandoned the group because they weren't willing to go adventuring with me for good food. And I went to the shop and I just looked at the whole list of like all different crepes. And I was like, I'm going to choose like the most bombastic name. But I forgot that name. But it was basically like peach filling and stuff. And it was a square crepe too. And they had coconut ice cream, whipped cream on it too, and some alcoholic like little flavoring, syrup flavor. And I had it with a milkshake too, a strawberry milkshake. And that was like the best like 45 minutes of a meal that I spent on a crepe.
Wow, that took you a long time to eat.
I was
Savored
enjoying
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
You were
That's
like
it's the
one
right way to do
bite
it.
every 5 minutes.
I'm exaggerating.
But that's
but,
really
like,
weird for it to be square. So that's really abstract.
yeah, but it was pretty nice.
Okay.
Ben, do you have your tourist question loaded?
Oh, geez. Let's see. So do you guys like? Okay, so in America, we like we have chairs and stuff. Do you guys sit on what do you sit on there?
No, that's a good one. I was
What kind of a tourist question?
I don't know.
What do we
I was
sit
wondering- I
on?
was
Yeah,
wondering
we
about
sit
that
on
too.
our dogs.
What really?
No, of course we don't.
You have to have big dogs for that, like
Yeah,
Great
but-
Dane or something.
No, we sit on chairs just
Oh.
like normal people
What do you guys
do.
put stuff on? Like we have tables here. What is the common?
Well, we like to put I don't know. We like to put I'm trying to think of
He's flustered.
well, we like to put a giraffe on the table.
What? I thought you couldn't come up with the American word for what they do.
No,
It doesn't translate.
no. Well, we just put normal things on the table. Like maybe if it's a table you don't eat on, then you may put a vase or a plant on it, or
Okay.
or you may put your grandfather's cremated remains.
Can you?
There's
I don't know
grandpa.
if this is would be possible. Can you inflate? What's a very British sentence?
I don't know. I'm not from.
I'll have the
Okay.
tea with two
Crumpets.
sugars. With 2 sugars, please, comma, and a croissant.
But before
Can
that,
you say that sentence inflated?
but
Like
say,
inflate, like as British as you can. If it was, if
No,
I had
I'm
you
not
at,
doing that.
If I had you at gunpoint and I said, I don't believe you're British, you have to say this sentence, and if you don't say it British enough, I am It's a threat. It's a threat thing.
Yeah, but you don't actually have a gun.
You know, I'm not going to make you do this, Frankie.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. Okay, second, that was all. We get that you're British at this point.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I believe you.
We're
I believe
beating
you.
it. We're beating
We
a
can
dead
talk about
horse.
normal things.
We can talk about normal things. This may be not that exciting, but how are your guys' second semesters? I do legitimately want to know how you guys think they're going to go.
I found out today that I wasn't eligible for one of my classes because it's only supposed to be for the debate team, and I didn't know it was for the debate team. But actually, that was a really good day that day because I met a guy who also was in the same class as me but didn't know it was not for non-debate people.
No, okay.
And a guy he's a Chinese guy called Wen, and we exchanged Facebook profiles, and he plays soccer, so I might play soccer with him.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
cool.
nice.
That's good. Do you have to fill up that spot then?
What do you mean?
With the
I'll not change my
or not?
classes, so I did some rearranging, and I'm now going to do general biology.
Okay.
And with that general biology, I am going to with a lab because I need it for College of Arts and Science requirements. You both do arts and science, don't you?
Yeah.
So you have to do a science and a lab component, don't you?
Yeah, we're getting ours done this semester.
Yeah, we actually have the same.
which
one.
Yeah, we have the same class.
which science are you doing?
Anthropology.
Anthropology. What do you do as a lab for anthropology?
I guess we'll find out on Thursday.
Do you like look at
we have our first
skulls
class
or
on
something?
Thursday. We have a book, and it kind of looked like it was going through. They went through like anatomy and kind of stages of evolution, maybe
Okay.
Something like
early
that.
life. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do that, but it meant that I would have like 17 credits overall. So and like that's too
yeah.
many.
Yeah, that's a lot.
I'm fine with 16, but 17's pushing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I decided to drop the campus band because I kept getting nervous that I wasn't good enough to play percussion because I've never actually played orchestral percussion. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the band's office and talk to them about maybe trying to get into Big Red Express.
Okay, I'm not. I'm
The
I'm not sure what
pep
that is.
band. You
Okay,
know,
cool.
basketball, volleyball
Right,
games, they do that.
right.
Yeah, but it's too late to join this year. But I'm just wondering if I can get access to the percussion room so I can use a drum
And
kit
practice?
and get ready for an audition because I found a piece that I found to play to do an audition, but it's quite hard, so I need a couple months to prepare for
Okay.
it.
Right. That's cool.
I just want to start. I just want to continue playing the drums. That's all because the kit. Yeah. Let's do something else. Brian, what about you? How was your first day?
I was really excited that I didn't have to wake up at 6 or 5.
What's your
anymore.
earliest class?
My earliest class is on Tuesday, I think, and it's 8:30.
Wait, so you're completely free on the Monday?
No, I got 2 classes on Monday.
Okay, how'd those go?
I thought I was gonna have a bad time in like intro to poetry, because I thought the teacher was gonna be snobby and like make us analyze every little thing, but he was cool. So I had a decent time in classes. It's just that in the second class I found out that I didn't have to buy the book. Rent the book that I had already rented. So I wasted like $20 or like $30.
Ooh.
So, and I was about to cheer up and go to the gym, and I had gone back during break to Omaha, and I'd gone to my superior gym called the YMCA, because they have that one elliptical that has like a higher resistance.
Okay.
But when I came back, the ellipticals over here aren't that great, and I was.
Oh, so this poetry class is the one you took first semester?
I didn't take a poetry class this semester. I took like intro to literature class.
Oh, okay.
for
To get into. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I got into intro to poetry because I couldn't get into like intro to fiction since like they had taken up all the spots.
Okay. But
So-
the elliptical.
The elliptical.
They're not as good here.
No, the resistance is for babies at this point.
Oh,
My
Like literal baby.
Brian's legs are too strong.
yeah.
Are too strong.
These are two.
He's got some good calves, dude.
Yeah,
They're
but
very defined.
but I don't have any legs like any muscles down here that much. They're defined, but that's about it.
Yeah.
So it just pretty much felt like baby stuff to me. And I was so disappointed that I gave up on it and just called it a day. And I've just been chilling out the rest of the day.
Okay. Yeah, because with these first couple days, you don't have many
No,
assignments.
they just kind of run you over the.
Yeah, but by the end of the first week, you
syllabus.
have
Yeah,
stuff.
I know. I think I already picked up from my review, my 2 classes today that would have some assignments later this week.
Yeah.
So
Start getting the ball rolling.
yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I got 2 assignments already.
Really?
Yeah, 2 reading assignments.
Yeah.
In my writing and inquiry, we do readings on a weekly basis, so you have to have everything read.
Hold on.
Yeah.
What's the code of the course?
150.
Oh, I did 151.
What's the feature?
Okay.
Writing and argument
Luckert?
was yours?
I had
151's
Cindy.
writing and
Okay.
argument.
Batty.
Yeah.
She was good. She did internet. What about you?
No. Wait, like an online class?
No, like on topics.
Oh, I don't really. She didn't really go over the topics yet. Like we pretty much just did like get to know you type stuff today. But I'll let you know when we get into the topics and stuff.
Because like internet, pretty much like all modern people can relate with that.
Yeah.
And it was easier because of that.
I bet.
Because I heard like some other classes, some guy started going over some old timey stuff, and he was just terrible teacher. So I think I lucked out with her.
Definitely. He's like talking about the printing press and stuff.
That's a bit old.
Yeah.
I did one of my papers, I think, last
On the printing.
semester
Yeah, you
on
did.
like
Or,
the advancement of what is it, post-truth
Yeah, post-truth.
with relation to technology, and printing press was a big part of that.
So yeah, we got it on a weekly basis, so we have to have all the stuff read by the beginning of the week.
Okay. That's what I've noticed in some of my class too. I feel
Really?
like I have to read the sections in the book before going to class.
Yeah.
Which I
That's why I found in that class last semester.
which it shouldn't make that much of a difference in theory, because I'm going to be reading. I'm still, even if it wasn't due before class, I would still be reading it. It just feels like more pressure having to do it before class.
Yeah.
It just seems like I'm going to be given less time,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, at the beginning, before we started, Frankie had a good idea that we should have a top. What was it? It was a random topic generator. And so I have that up, and I think we should do. It says the way this website works is as 1 through 8. It generates 8 options at a time. And so I think what we should do is start it. We should shuffle. We should get new topics. Then one person should just choose a number.
Because I can't see the screen.
Yeah. So I think you should choose a number.
4.
Or maybe
3.
Yeah, exactly.
8.
And I think we should
13.
form maybe Frankie and I, and then you and Bryan. I think we should argue if you think we could format this like that.
Insufferable social media.
Yeah,
argument
if you think we could
podcast?
argue for, or should we go an argument for and against this topic?
So
it may not
basically
make
sense.
sense.
So
It
we're
may not
basically
make sense.
starting a debate team.
Basically,
Yeah.
starting a debate, or should it be a topic of? I think the argument would be fun because
I think we should
we're
just
gonna
talk about it.
You think we
that's
should
all.
just talk about it?
Yeah.
Let's see what
we're
it
not
is,
trying to
and then-
win or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what it is. I'm
4,
gonna
4,
rerun,
4.
and you're going with 4. Spinning.
Spinning. Okay, so I get really dizzy when I spin.
So do I.
So are you guys against spinning?
No,
you guys are against spinning.
No, we're for spinning.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad.
Yeah, well, spinning
I'm
could
for
be,
spinning.
Yeah, well, spinning could just be on bicycles in the spin classes, which aren't
Oh,
really
yeah.
classes. You just
Spinning.
You just
yeah.
get
I
with a
agree.
load of sweaty people.
Yeah, spin classes are very good for your health. Spinning is required for wheels to work. And if you spin, it's the most efficient way of movement and of also surveillance, because you in a second, in a snap of the finger, you get 360 degrees. Or maybe just 360 degrees of information that you take in. You take in all of your environment at the same time. And those are my 3 big pros for spinning.
All right, cons for spinning. You got anything, Brian?
when I was spinning once, I spun so hard that I fell and scraped my knee a little bit. And I was still spinning, so I just tried to hold myself up, and then I fell down and scraped my arm. So
Yeah.
I say spinning is bad.
Another thing, I was once spinning on a mountain bike in a park in a place called, and basically like a summer group, and I was going down a path, and it was like an off-road path partly, and I put my brakes on, and when I did put my brakes on, I did a 180, so my head landed onto I had a helmet.
Whose side are you on, Frankie?
I'm not on anyone's side, I'm just talking.
All right, spinning is bad. You want to know why?
Spinning's good, Benjamin.
Well, it's bad
and you
because
know
I
it.
got injured.
Am I alone here?
Yes. Okay. Anyway, spinning. You know why it's bad?
No. Enlighten me.
Well, let's name something that spins.
Bike wheels.
Centrifuge.
My head.
The globe.
Centrifuge.
All right, the globe. It
The globe
spins.
is fat, it doesn't spin.
Right? What would happen if it stopped spinning?
We'd
Well,
all
if
be
it
in a
stops
lot
spin-
of trouble.
No, if it stops spinning in an instant... Okay, what sort of deceleration are you talking about? Are you talking instant deceleration?
Instant.
Okay, we'd all be dead. Because
Checkmate.
everything would just...
Stop spinning.
'cause
Spinning
you know-
is what's keeping us
No,
together,
if you
which is good.
If you stop, like, take a car that stops in an instant,
Yeah.
everyone just gets thrown forward.
Right.
And
That's
Inertia.
exactly what would
Yeah.
happen to every single
Yeah.
thing on this earth. We
Wow.
would just all just get thrown to one side.
What
And
if
it
we
just-
were wearing a
every-
seatbelt?
Yeah, but you still feel the momentum of getting thrown forward,
That's
but
true.
not. Yeah, and besides, the Earth stopping would just affect everything on the outside. I mean, not just.
Would it kill
not
you
just
instantly or
vehicles.
throw you?
Well, you get thrown, and
As
the
a
impact.
result.
But the impact would be because the Earth spins at like. Okay, look at how fast the Earth spins.
Like 1,300 miles.
Exactly. Try going from that to zero in an instant without getting absolutely decimated by the object you get hit by. Like, if we were to go, we would all go back into this wall right now, and we'd just be crushed.
Yeah, I'd be
1,000 miles per hour.
And it's not just that; it's also think about the plates. Think about the volcanoes.
Right.
It would
The
just
Earth
all get.
it'd be destroyed.
Yeah, everything would just have an
If
earthquake,
spinning
and
wasn't
everything would just
happening-
fall.
Therefore, spinning is good.
Yeah, spinning is good because it keeps us.
All right, I think
There
we
we
need a
go.
new topic. I
Yeah,
don't think
let's
it's going to be
let's keep this
enough.
fresh. Pick a number between 1 and 8.
8.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Coffee is the most addictive thing ever.
Is that a good or bad statement?
It can be whatever statement you want it to be.
Whoa.
Frankie is
It could even be
really...
a kinky statement.
Yeah!
I like maybe they should just be topics if we're gonna have an independent.
Yeah, that's what I was going for the whole
All right,
time.
I like coffee.
I like coffee.
We recently got a
I noticed
a
that
Keurig
earlier.
in the room, and I will shortly.
Yeah, Ethan, so
How
we-
much is it? How much does that cost?
I think like 60, 70.
In the packets of, and then you have to buy the cups individually.
Yeah. Well, when I move into a place next year, I'm gonna get like a basic coffee maker.
I would get like a single serve.
Yeah,
unit ground.
because I try and make sure I try to make sure I don't have too much. I only really have one a day, sometimes two, but no more
Yeah,
than one.
that's
really.
same for me. I only have like one. If I haven't have any, I'll have one.
If I feel like a second, I'll have a second, but I won't have more than that.
Yeah, I usually have one and a half
Okay.
every day.
Coffee too bitter, too bad. Coffee bad.
Have you tried creamer?
I tried.
No, cream is disgusting.
Oh,
Like,
I-
coffee mate is no. I always have milk with my coffee.
Really,
Oh,
I just
I
like
have milk.
black. I just
I
like
have
black
milk.
coffee. For
You know,
some
people
reason.
who drink black coffee turn out to be serial killers. That's what Courtney's my sister.
It's just not enjoy. Like, why would you drink your coffee black? If
Look,
you could have
my
milk?
grandmother, my nan,
Yeah.
she drinks tea black because she doesn't like milk in it. She went to Switzerland once, and they are known for some creamy milk, like really creamy milk. And she's like,
What's funny
and
about
she
that
was
is-
like, screw it, I'm not gonna have any milk. And she had it black, and she was like, oh, that's actually quite good.
Oh.
And she just had that, and she's had it since.
Okay, that's fair. I like that.
Switzerland can change you.
I've heard good things about Switzerland.
Yeah, they got banks
Yeah.
there.
They
They
got
have the Alps.
they're really neutral. Switzerland. They don't get involved in wars.
Yeah.
You know, I learned a really fun fact about Switzerland. There was some army troops that were training in Switzerland once, and they accidentally invaded the country of Liechtenstein.
Oh yeah.
You know, that really tiny country located between Switzerland and Austria. It's like, look it up. It's really small.
What's
it's
it?
like Vatican City sized.
Liechtenstein.
Liechtenstein. It's the small. It's a really tiny country.
Oh, there we go. Is it? Oh wow, 25 kilometer long.
Principality between.
That's like from here to Waverly.
Yeah. So the Swiss soldiers got stuck in the Alps and they accidentally went into Liechtenstein and they explained, look, we didn't mean to invade your country, and the government was like, oh, that's fine, it's happened before. Just people have got lost in the mountains and have accidentally ended up in Liechtenstein.
Huh.
Wow. It's like that's the only way you can get is you have to. It's like a magical.
Yeah, it's like you have to
transportable.
get lost.
Yeah,
and
it's
seek
like
help.
1 minute you're in the Alps, next minute Middle Earth.
Maybe they should have just invaded it fully, get some more land.
No,
Yeah.
Switzerland can't just. I mean, it's like, what's Liechtenstein ever done? It's a tiny country. It shouldn't really be there. But then again, you'd be a bit of a dick if you just invaded it.
Right.
Like, it doesn't need, like...
There's no point. There's no point.
You're not gaining... It's 25 kilometers long. There's a river there, but then again, but the border, the river, depending on if you're Austrian or Swiss.
Oh, Swiss. I was gonna try to...
Switzerlandian.
Switzerlandian.
Yeah. Okay, shall we... Okay, how did this get from coffee to Switzerland invading
That's the beauty of-
Liechtenstein?
Let's see.
Coffee creamer.
Oh, my nan. I mentioned my nan.
Nan bread.
I think
Non-bread,
there's
guess.
something like, I don't know, drinking black coffee makes me more hard,
That's
You
not...
know,
No, serial killer. It makes you a serial
Yeah,
killer.
serial
and that too. Like it makes me
Like
more
Ted
tough.
Bundy drunk black coffee.
What?
Well,
There's a
I'm just
connection to
guessing,
me.
really. I'm
Yeah.
just naming a serial killer.
Wow, he
So-
might have played video games too. You don't know.
Well, it was the 70s.
They had video and Pong.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was like 72.
Mm-hmm.
That was really early.
All right, we need a...
One more
give
topic.
Give us another one.
One.
Police.
Okay.
No.
No, let's change it. Let's
I
do
have
two.
no opinion.
Let's
I
do two.
do not have any thoughts.
Red and
Cocoa.
Coco.
So
No, it's too
that's-
similar to
yeah,
coffee.
too similar. I agree.
blue. Cocoa.
All right, 7.
That was a pretty good movie.
Magicians.
Magicians. Fake.
I always go into the topic like ready to argue.
Okay, what do you
Yeah.
think of magicians?
There's a
Good
lot
or
of
bad?
energy. I don't know. For a while, Ben and I
We're really into,
we
like,
enjoyed
card magic
Yeah,
and
like
stuff.
card magic. I think
Yeah.
we did a lot of that. So I don't know. I enjoy it. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
It's a good form of entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then there are the good magicians, and then there are the good magicians.
Right. Yeah.
Oh,
I
like
agree.
like
Like the people who try
Richard
and fool Penn and
Wiedenbeck.
Teller.
yeah.
There's
There's some really good ones on that show.
Yeah, that's super fun. It's a lot
Like
of fun to
the
watch.
have you seen Piff the Magic Dragon on there?
No.
So he's
Is that a variation of Puff the Magic Dragon?
Yeah.
is it
I
Puff the
believe
Magic Dragon?
It's
No, well, that's a character of something.
Oh,
think
then
it's
it was
Piff.
Piff.
And
Okay.
it was a-
so
yeah, it
this
was
this
the-
guy comes on there, and then he dressed up in a dragon costume.
Yeah.
And Penn and Teller fool us, right? And then he has him draw a card, and he's like, "All right, now I will show what my prediction was." And it was this big flag came down of the wrong card. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, and he takes a card, and then he like just wipes at it, and then the corners start turning into the other card
Oh.
and stuff.
There's just some things you don't know.
But they guessed it though. Penn and Teller guessed what
They
it was.
did?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then I guess you do know sometimes.
Yeah, but sometimes they can be completely fooled.
Yeah, that's happened. And then if they do fool them, then they get to go to Vegas
Yeah.
and then do a show.
Yeah.
Yes, that's also something to win.
Yeah.
Is it like on the network or is it?
I've only seen it on YouTube and
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, that's where I've watched.
I imagine it's the sort of show that Fox would do.
Is it on Fox? I feel like
Penn and
yeah,
Teller?
that sounds right.
Fool Us?
Yeah.
Yeah, Penn and Teller fool us.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a Fox show.
Yeah.
Turco, I don't think I ever watched. Who was the one who held it? He was really famous for holding his breath underwater. It was
David Blaine.
David Blaine.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he holds the world record, right?
Did he do Did he do something like?
No, that was Chris Angel. No, that was David Blaine, wasn't
But
it?
he's like, and then he's like with the doctors and everything.
Yeah, and he's
they're
like, look at it. It
Yeah.
went through. No, he's not British. What am I talking about?
David Blaine and Chris Angel were the two that.
Yeah, Chris Angel is like, mind freak!
Yeah, he was a little bit edgy.
Yeah.
He was on the edgier side.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's two ways. I think magicians, in the world of magicians, there's a dark side and there's a
Yeah.
what do they call the? Is there a name for the good guys in
Star Wars?
Star Wars? Yeah. Is it like there's the
The
dark
rebels.
side? What?
Jedi.
Yeah, but the dark side. There's like the
The
Jedi
Sith.
and the Sith, but there's the dark side and.
Like they
Light
don't.
side.
Yeah.
Do they use light side or is it just like?
I've never
users
heard
of
the light side
Force?
before.
Well, it makes sense because there's the dark side and the light side. What else is supposed to be the table side?
Yeah. So I guess there's in the world of magicians, there's definitely a dark side.
Yeah.
Chris Angel was.
The epitome.
Yeah, he was the
Of the
epitome
dark
of
side.
the dark side. Yeah,
He's
he
like,
was pretty edgy.
you know that you've gone into the dark side when you're doing a magic trick and you go.
Yeah, you become tense and you're just
Yeah.
like super like it pains you.
Yeah.
Like if every magic trick is causing you pain, or you're making other people think it's causing you pain, then you've reached the dark side.
Yeah.
Of magic, I think. Okay, I think we've reached a good point. There was some good. It was a good debate / conversation.
We just had good discussion.
It
Yeah.
was a good discussion. I agree.
All right, Brian, I want you to tell us.
Dramatic
Okay,
pause.
listen to Grandpappy Bryan.
Okay.
Grandpappy Bryan is, he wasn't a good guy. Grandpappy Bryan used to listen to his cousin a lot. And his cousin was an even worse guy. But Grandpappy Bryan had fun with that cousin. So Grandpappy Bryan would often follow him and he would go smoke some joints.
You should tell that story sat on the porch in Tucson of a shack. That's the sort of story you'd tell on the porch and you're really old and you live in a shack and you live in Arizona. Because there's nothing else to do in Arizona.
You know,
Hey.
So Grandpappy Bryan had a lot of secondhand smoking during his childhood.
Is this message brought to you by Tobacco Free Nebraska?
yeah.
This is a message brought to you by lung cancer. Have it.
Okay.
All right, here, let me grab my uke. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
It's in
Okay.
tune.
Brian, you want to count them down?
3, 2, 1.